The Someday Garden by Ashley Poston. This is a magical realism romance that involves a secret garden and a man that's trapped behind this magical door that keeps appearing every day and changing its location. The main character is a gardener who is trying to restore this incredibly beautiful garden in a historical villa. And when she gets there, she finds out that there is a bit of magic going on. Me and this book spent some time together, got to know each other. I read the first page, and it's a very high contender for this extended weekend date with me. The book is also signed and on my August TBR. To Elvis, my first cactus, who died like he lived, dry as hell. There was once a house on the cliffs that grew the most beautiful flowers. The Wedding People by Alison Espach. This is a literary fiction set in Rhode Island, which I feel like it's perfect for a beach read in August. Are you kidding me? And it follows Phoebe, who arrives at this hotel with very specific plans for her weekend. But when she gets there, she finds out that the hotel has been taken over by a wedding party, and the bride will not let anything ruin her wedding. This book is on my summer TBR. I've been waiting to read it for years, so another high contender. To all the strangers who made a dreary moment magical. The hotel looks exactly as Phoebe hoped. It sits on the edge of the cliff like an old and stately dog, patiently waiting for her arrival. As speed dating your books would require, I read the first page, and I think this would be a good choice. Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. I think this might be the book I'm most excited about between the three because this is a rom-com, an Ali Hazelwood rom-com, and I love her writing. So yeah, I really am in dire need of a rom-com. I feel like not just a simple romance, but really a romance with that comedy aspect. And I think that Ali Hazelwood knows how to deliver that. So I spent some time getting acquainted with this book once again, and the first page was hilarious. Prologue. It shames me to admit it, but for a brief period, I seriously considered not showing up to my brother's wedding. I think this is the highest contender and might be the winner. Good morning. We woke up in Nice in the French Riviera. We are here for a weekend, a 3-day weekend, so a long weekend. And I decided that I would tackle my summer TBR and read at least one of the books that I'm really dying to read before summer ends. So I decided to speed date my summer TBR. As you saw, I created this little TBR Tinder where it's literally like Tinder. You swipe left or right based on if you want to read the book or not. And I put the covers of the books that are on my immediate summer TBR, the books I would like to read before full reading starts, and the 3 books whose covers just called my name the most. The author as well, and the little I knew about these books just called my name. Those 3 books, as you saw that I swiped right on, were these 3 books: The Someday Garden, The Wedding People, and Problematic Summer Romance. And then I went on a little speed date with each one of them, which basically just means that I read the blurb, I read the dedication, and I read the first page, and based on that decided which one I wanted to read here in Nice. And in case that wasn't clear, Problematic Summer Romance was the winner. This one stole my heart, and I decided to extend our little date because I don't know, something about The cover really drew me in. The concept of this rom-com set in Italy. I am Italian, and it involves a wedding, and I'm planning a wedding in Italy. I'm planning an Italian wedding, so this all made so much sense. I only knew the setting of this and the fact that it's an age gap romance. So, apart from that, I didn't really know anything about it. So, discovering what it is about and reading the first page really convinced me. So, we are going to read Problematic Summer Romance in this video. Problematic Summer Romance. I feel like it's just the perfect little weekend at the beach book. Ali Hazelwood knows what she's doing. I love her writing. The banter between the characters usually is always super good. If I didn't read this summer, this August, this very weekend, I wouldn't have read it before the summer ended, before fall reading started, and then I would have had to wait a whole other year to get to it. So I'm very excited. I've had it for a whole year, so since it came out, I've only read 30 pages. I'm on page 32, so I don't have a lot to say yet. I haven't read a lot today because this morning I was really tired. We got here with the night train, and you know, I napped and I went in the sea. Already, though, within those 30 first pages, I love the banter between the two characters. What are their names? Maya and Connor. I love the banter. This is an age gap romance, and the age gap has been mentioned already a couple of times. It doesn't annoy me, so I cannot wait to see how their relationship develops. They mentioned that they were best friends, first and foremost, which is kind of curious to me because he's her brother's best friend as well. So I don't know how that will work, but it's interesting. And I love that we are just plunged into the action right away. She's going to this Sicilian wedding, and also we are immediately immersed into this specific voice that Ali Hazelwood has. And I don't know, there's something about her writing that always, always, always does it for me. Her writing is so easy to read. It's funny, it's quirky, it has a specific humor that we all know and love, and I usually fly through her rom-coms. Okay, we moved to the public beach because the beach we were at before was closing. But I forgot to tell you about a bookshop we went to. I looked up if there's any romance and romantasy bookshops here in Nice, and there is. It's called L'Envolée, and it was so cute. So we went there during lunch break. Well, lunch break, I mean, during, those hours after lunch when you are digesting and it's way too hot to be at the beach. So we went at this little bookshop. It's an independent bookshop storing mainly French books, but they also did have a whole shelves of English copies. And obviously, I bought a book. I bought this book, which is a French pirate romantasy. But look at this. Look at those edges. I died when I saw this. It's like a map of the world. I just simply had to have this. And also the top and bottom edges are so beautiful. There is art on the end pages. This is a book I actually downloaded on my Kindle because someone mentioned it when I said I want to get into pirate romance and fantasy. I think I'm quite sure it's a standalone. So I'm very excited to get into this. You know how rare it is to have a standalone fantasy, so very excited. And my fiance also got me a Kindle insert with Tern and Anderna reading Fourth Wing. Are we kidding? I'm going to put this on my Kindle for the autumn season. It's going to be so cute. There were some bookmarks and stickers that you could just take, like this was free. So I grabbed this little bookmark. It says my weekend is booked. I love it. Oh, and I also got this little, how is that called? Those little charms you plug into the USB-C port of your Kindle. It says Spicy Book Club. I'm going to plug it to my Kindle as soon as I get home. I'm so excited. Anyways, apart from all of that, I read a tiny bit more, so I am at page 55. I'm just loving how we got just plunged into the drama. Like, no preamble. You open the first page and it's drama filled from the get go. And I love that. I love Ali Hazelwood. She always does, like, she can do no wrong to me. She can literally do no wrong. I've heard mixed reviews about this book though, so I'm curious to see how that goes for me. I know a lot of people were annoyed by the fact that the age gap is mentioned a lot. I don't think it's going to bother me, even though it has been mentioned lot of times already, but it's a subtle mention. I haven't done much progress actually. I'm hoping to read more tonight before going to bed. But as I was saying before, I'm just enjoying my days at the beach, you know, going in and out of the water and just chilling. So, yeah. I am gobbling this book up. What do you mean? Like, I expected to be annoyed at these characters because I've heard a lot of people being annoyed, especially by the mention of the age gap. I don't know. Like, I think it's also valid. Like, I'm putting myself in Connor's shoes. It's valid that he rethinks everything and that he tries to resist his connection with Maya, you know, I don't know. It just feels valid to me, especially with his family history and with his dad always having been with like these super younger women. Apart from all of that, I blinked and I got to page 150. 2 days went by in the present timeline and we hopped onto the past timeline a couple of times. I'm on chapter 17. It's now 5 days before the wedding, and they've just explored the Roman theater in Taormina and just the city in general. So that was really cute. Something has just been revealed that kind of changes things for Maya, and it's really good. I think I will just, you know, stay here, keep reading. My fiance went to see a sporting event that he really is passionate about, so I've been at the beach by myself the whole afternoon, just, you know, hopping in and out of the water and reading just like yesterday, but this time solo. So I've read a lot, but honestly, it hasn't felt like I was reading a lot. Ali Hazelwood's writing has a way of transporting you into her stories. I think I'm just like any other girl by saying that I love her humor. Ali Hazelwood's humor in this book in particular feels a bit less millennial than other books, you know what I mean? But I also love all the side characters in this story. It feels like a very fleshed out kind of group of friends, and I haven't read Not in Love, which is the companion novel that comes before this that follows Eli, his love story, because in here he is getting married, right? Now that I've met all the characters in here, I really want to go back and read Not in Love. I'm so happy because I've been reading and reading without realizing that I was reading so much, and that's just something that always happens to me with Ali Hazelwood. And just like that, I'm halfway through this book. On page 200, and honestly, I cannot stop freaking reading. As I was saying before, I'm utterly transported into this world. I love the scenery, I love the people, the characters, the writing, the banter between Maya and Connor is absolutely insane. I love it. It's been from the beginning, and I had no doubts because Miss Miss Ali Hazelwood here, she does no wrong with her banter, right? In this one, you can really feel the chemistry between them pop off the page. The tension between the characters is killing me because Maya is very outspoken about wanting to be with Connor and having a huge crush on him and wanting him in general. So that's fun. I love when a female main character doesn't just play coy and she just comes up to the guy and expresses everything she feels for him. But I also love to see Maya kind of creating these new friendships with people that will be at the wedding, with the wedding party. And the relationship she has with Eli, her brother, is so cute. I love them, and I love that we get to see that. Something else I really am dying over is how much of a secret acts of service guy Connor is. He will just do things for her without her even noticing until she stumbles upon it, you know what I mean? Or without being asked, but just because he notices that she needs it. Like when they were out and about exploring, she forgot her sunglasses at some point. She was just squinting against the sun, and he takes off his sunglasses and puts them on her nose. Like, how cute is that? And they do like a pasta making atelier, and she is so bad and making pasta. So then, when they sit down to eat it, while she goes to the bathroom, he exchanges his plate with hers because his pasta is very good, right? I'm dying over this. Like, I cannot stop reading, and I cannot wait for the moment where the tension finally snaps. It's going to feel so satisfying. 50% update. I'm loving it. I'm eating this up, and I am sure, 100% sure, that I made the right decision to pick this up at the beginning of the video. Time for an update because I am almost done. I have the last 100 pages to go, and apart from the fact that I'm just flying through this book as previously established, I really like it. I feel like the tension between the characters, the chemistry, the teasing they have going on. They like Maya teases Connor all the time, and I really, really love that. But also, I love how we get to really see the struggle, like the mental, psychological struggle Connor is going through, and how he's always trying to, you know, rein in his self control and just try to hang on to that as much as he can whenever it comes to Maya. But we see slowly some of the leashes he has on his self-control kind of snap, and I love that. I'd also love Maya as a character. She knows what she wants. She's not afraid of saying it, even in terms of her sexuality. Like, she knows what she wants and she's vocal about it. She doesn't shy away from recognizing that she has needs and stuff, so I love that. I love that for my girl. We also got to a point where she had to make this huge career choice, and she got these two huge positions, one in academia and one in an enterprise. So she had to choose, and she ended up just going with her gut and really doing what something that no one expected, but that really fits her and what she wants to do with her life. And I really admire her for that, because it can be really, really hard. But I've got 100 pages to go, and we have an hour ish left at the sea. Then we have to hop on a train. So I think I will give you my last update. I will probably finish the book on the train and give you my last update. I think it was a perfect beach read, very quick paced. I will catch you up on everything on my train. Done. I'm done. I just finished reading Problematic Summer Romance, and I haven't even eaten dinner yet, but I'm done. I loved every single part of this book, every single second, and I think it's making me realize that I love problematic, messy sort of romances that are different and that do not necessarily follow the, you know, the basic romance structure and cliches. That is why I love second chance romance, because it's just different. There's always this multi-layered, messy timeline and messy humans, and I just feel like it's so realistic to the human experience, because life is not always roses and rainbows and butterflies, right? So that's what I love about these more messy sort of romances, and this definitely fits the bill. At a certain point, this man says something like, I just wanted to listen to the sound of you existing, talking about why he was calling her, and that just broke me. I have nothing else to add. I love these characters, and finally I read this book. I cannot wait to go back and read Not in Love Now. But just Ali Hazelwood can do no wrong in my mind. But it is currently 8:46, and this train was delayed 2 hours because of a fire. So I think I will start another book just after I eat. I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me as usual. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye.